Go to the studio. See, go to the studio and click on that open main workflow. So click on that open main workflow. Remove this flowchart. See, so in UiPath Studio, in the design ribbon, we have a recordings. There are different kinds of recordings are there. So that is called as basic, desktop, web, image, native Citrix, and then computer vision. See, basically, the basic and desktop, both two recording techniques, just we are using for only desktop application recording purpose using this one. And then web, it is used for web recording, and then image, this is used for image recording, and then native Citrix. So if you are using that any Citrix applications to recording that one, then we have to use that native Citrix, and then computer vision. If you want to automate that any other, so remote desktop application in that one, if you want to record that up, that means whatever that so action at that time, you have to use that computer vision. See, in this, by using that recording techniques, whatever the once if the recording is on, okay, whatever the action you have performed on the screen, everything it will be recorded, everything it will be recorded. Observe this one right now. So interview point of view, they will ask you what are the different kinds of recording techniques. Initially we can say that only basic, desktop, web, and Citrix. In case again they asked again, so then you have to add that image and then computer vision. So that just you have to add them. So because in 2016 and 17 we have only basic desktop, web, and Citrix, and 2018 itself added this image recording and then computer vision recording. Right now, observe this. This is the simple desktop application. So I will send it to your mail. So this is the simple desktop application. See, here I want to update the data. See here, gmail.com, and then see 47621, and then select that vendor, and then see create and export report, and then click on that add expenses, and then click on this. See, select this one. So in this one, just I want to add that expenses type. This is called as, see, hotel bill 5020. Okay, click on that OK, click on that OK, and then finally close this application. See, observe this one. Simply I have opened this application. In this application, I have updated the data, and then click on that create expenses, and then after that click on that add expenses. After adding these expenses, click on that OK, and then click on that OK, and finally close this. See, what are the manual, so what are the action you have performed on the screen? So everything will be recorded at the time of recording date. So at the time of recording, see, that same action will be repeats at the time of execution. Right now, I will show you. Open this one. See, uh, see, whatever that manual, that means whatever the action I have performed, that everything I will record it. So at the time of recording techniques. Okay. See, right now I will go to the studio. See, here we have a two recordings. One is called as a basic, another one is called as a desktop. Basic. So both basic and desktop mainly used for desktop application. That means desktop application. That means desktop recording purpose. We are using this both basic and desktop. Okay. Right now, I want to click on that basic. Once if you click on the basic, you will get that one basic recording toolbar. Okay. So see here, if you click on that record, our recording will be starts. So after clicking that record, okay, after click on that record, whatever the action you have performed on that, so desktop, each and every one, it will be recorded. Right now, click on that record. Once if I move my cursor, observe this one. So see the UI element. The UI element in the sense, it may be the text box, it may be the radio button, it may be the button, it may be the checkbox, anyone. It may be the drop down. So right now, I'm moving my cursor on that. So email. So in this text box, just I want to click on that. Click on that. Right now, I want to enter the text. The text is called as Srikar @gmail.com, empty field enabled, enter this one, press enter. After that, I want to enter employee number. Click on that. See, right now, observe this. See, 64521. Again, enable this empty field. That means in case in the text box, if there is any text, it will be remove the text first and then enter that new text. Right now, press that enter. So right now, just I want to select that CSG, this radio button I have selected, and then I want to click on that create expenses report. So right now, I want to click on that add expenses. Right now, I want to move my cursor here. So here in this, so expenses type, click here. So don't show it again. Click on that. No. Right now, I want to write that. See, education. Enable this empty field. Press that enter. So again, click on the description. So right now, books, enable this empty field, press that enter. Right now, click on this one. See, amount is 3000. Empty field, this checkbox enable. Press that enter. Finally, click on that OK button. So click on that OK. So right now, I want to close this application. Click on that into. Okay. So right now, so still my recorder is still on. Okay. So that's why if you want to come out from this recording itself in your keyboard, just you have to press that escape button. Press that escape button. Then you will come out from that recording itself. Then you have to click on that save and exit. So save and exit. So save and exit. Observe this one. See right now. So basic recording sequence created. Right click on this one. Set as start node. See,
Observe this one. See, observe this one. Observe this. See here, at the time of recording, whatever the action you have performed, everything recorded. So that's why, see right now, everything is recorded in this sequence. Observe this one, everything. See, right now, I will open this desktop application. Observe this. I will run it. Click here, run this file. At the time of recording, whatever the data you have updated in that application, then the same it will be repeated. Close that one. See, again, if I want to open, just I have opened this one. See, observe this one. Click here, run the file. Same data will be updated again. So by using that recording techniques, we can spy that UA element very fastly. Okay. So that's why we are using this one. See, this is called as a basic. So right now I want to show you desktop recording. So already I told both desktop, basic and desktop, both we are using for desktop application recording purpose. So right now, observe this. Same procedure. Click on this recording and then so click on the desktop. Once if you click on the desktop, you will get that desktop recording. Okay, right now if you click on that record, so recorder will be on. Okay, recorder will be on. So right now click on that record. So move your cursor. As usual, we have seen this one, right? See, click on that email. So right now, see, I want to enter the name aravind@gmail.com. So empty checkbox, empty field enabled. Press that enter. So right now, I want to enter the text. So right now, 73543. Empty field enabled. Press that enter. See, I want to select that vendor. So click on that, create. So click on that, add expenses. So click on that expenses type. So don't use this anchor. So that's why enable this checkbox. Click on that no. And then right now, see, right now, um, tourism. Travels. Right now, click on that OK button. Click on that OK. Finally, click on that close. Press that escape button. Save and exit. See, observe this one. If you double click on this one, whatever the action you have performed on the screen, everything is recorded. See, everything recorded here. Okay, observe this one. Right now, so I want to connect it to that start node. Yes, I have connected to the start node. Click here, run this file. Observe this one. In basic and desktop, so see, whatever that action you have performed on the desktop, everything is recorded, same. But what is the main difference between basic and desktop? Interview point of view, very so strongly they will ask you. What is the difference between basic recording and desktop recording? Right now, basic desktop. Observe this one. See, before explanation, see, observe this one. In the basic and desktop, see, first it will be generated selectors. Okay, in basic, it will be generated full selector, and the desktop, it will generate that partial selector. What exactly the selector first? So right now, I want to click on the basic. Just I want to remove this connection. Okay, see right now, click here. So this is the one text box, email ID. Okay, so here it is the type into, go to the properties. In these properties, click on the target. So there is a selector. This is called as a selector. See, basically, what exactly the selector? A selector is an XML code. A selector is an XML code. It contains that attributes. See, it contains the attributes. Attributes contain the value. So here the attributes are app and then class, title, and automation ID. So email text box. Okay. See, these are the that means what are that app and class and then so title and automation ID. These are called as attributes. The each and every attribute contains the value. Based on this one only, it will be identify that UI element on the screen. It will be identify the UI element on the screen. Okay, right now observe this one. So see here, if I go to that another text box, again it generated same attributes. The values will be changes here. Values will be changes here. Okay, see right now, see, observe this one. See, to identify the first text box, we have to, that means we have to find this all the attributes. Okay. So by using this all the attributes, we have to identify the U element. In the same way, if you go to that second type into activity, in the second text box, the same more attributes is required. Okay. See, observe this one. In the desktop also, so there is the email, and then go to the properties. Here, go to the selectors. Here we have a, say the first line, it is not active. The first line is not active. In the second line, we have a automation ID. Only one attribute is active. The rest of activities completely, sorry, rest of the attributes completely it is in hidden. Okay, right now, see, observe this one. So what is the difference between both the basic and desktop? It will generate full selector. Okay. But in desktop, it will generate partial selector. Partial selector. See, observe this one. In the basic, here there is no container. Container. Here there is no container. It will generate container, that is attached window. The container. Okay. Here there is no container, so that more information is required to find UI element on that screen. Okay. See, in desktop recording, it contains a container, so that with less information it will identify by the UI element on that screen. So completely we have to explain this. So it will generate the full selector. Already I have shown you. Full selector in the sense, so basic will generate the full selector, desktop will generate the partial selector. Full selector in the sense, complete information. So if you want to identify that email ID, so this text box, see, observe this one, go to the selector, see, app, class, title, and automation ID. More information is required. If you want to identify another one, so again, some more information is required. App, class, title, automation ID. But if you go to that desktop, see, click on the type into, go to the properties. See, here the first line is hidden. So that's why here we have a only one attribute is active, automation ID. Okay. So right now, close it. See, I will go to that another so activity, then check that selector. Here also automation ID, then so attribute value. So right now observe this one. With less information, it is identifying that UI element. Okay, so because it contain so desktop recording, it will be generate that container. That container is called as attached window is the container. So that's why, see, the basic, see, desktop recording is the faster performance compared to with that basic. Okay, we will get that selectors topic at that time. Again we will discuss about what exactly the selector, how we have to modify the selectors. Again we will discuss about this one. Okay, see, observe this. I want to open the website. See, I want to show you that web recording. Here, this is called as a web page. In this web page, we have a UI elements. UI elements in the sense, so whatever that, so text box, radio buttons, and then buttons, each and every one. Right now, observe this. So I will go to that recordings. Here, click on that web recording, click on that web. So click on that record. Once if you move your cursor, so automatically the UI elements is highlighted. So that's why right now we can able to so interact with that UI elements. See right now, click here. I want to write the subject is called as so robotic process automation. Okay, empty field enabled in case if there is any text. So remove this one, it will be rights. The next one, so another text box. So right now, see, name is called as Arvind. So empty field enabled, and then press the enter, and then email ID. See right now, Arvind @gmail.com. Okay, this empty field, just you have to enable it, press the enter, and then phone is, see, so 9390864006. Okay, empty field enabled, and then press the enter, and then location, the location is called as, see, Hyderabad. Hyderabad. So this one, press that enter, and then so I want to write the description. The description is called as, see, so UiPath Studio Orchestrator, like I have written. So enable this checkbox, and then press that enter, and finally click on that send. Okay, right now, so I have interacted with that all the UI elements. Right now, I want to press that escape to come out from that recording. So press that escape, and then save and exit. Observe this one sequence created. In this one, whatever that, so UI elements you have interacted, everything, so recorded here. Okay, right now observe this. I will connect this web to that start node. I will come to this start node. So right now I will show you. Just I will refresh this one. So right now, click here, run this file. So it will be enter the subject, name, email, phone, location, description, and entered. So whatever the action you have performed, everything is recorded. That same it will be repeats at the time of execution. Okay, next one. So there is an image recording in the sense there is no possibility to update the data. So right now I will show you what exactly that image recording. See, so I have an image file. See, this is the one invoice file. Just I will copy this one. I will paste it in my project folder. See, see, paste it. Observe this one. I want to open this image file. So I have opened one image file. In this image file itself, I want to extract the data. So by using that recording techniques. So image files, there is no possibility to update the data. Only we can retrieve the data from that image file. This time, click on this one. And right now, see, click on this, go to that recording, and then click on that image recording. So this time, see, I want to extract that so customer name and invoice date and invoice amount that I want to extract it. This time you can go and click on this screen scrapping and click on that scrap. So then entire the this is called as an image. It will be highlights that entire the page. Right now I want to extract this part of the image and then observe this one. Scrap it and leave the cursor. Right now, so just you have to select that OCR. So this time, so I want to select the Tesseract OCR. I want to refresh it. So, and click on that finish. See, this is the, just you can see that the preview in this one Azure Interior. So then click on that finish. Okay, again, I want to click here, screen scrap. Just I want to get this invoice date. Okay, just extracted the invoice date. Extract the invoice date. So right now, click here, Tesseract OCR, and then refresh. So refresh, click on that finish. You can use that Microsoft OCR also, no worry. And then right now, I want to extract this paid amount finally. So, and click here, screen scrapping, and then I want to scrap this one. See, scrap this. See, click here, Tesseract OCR, and refresh. See, click on that finish. So finally, so click on that save and exit. Click on that. Observe this one. Right now, set as start node and then background, that image must be opened. So go to that. So open this one. See, whatever the data you have scrapped, that is in, so in that get OCR text, in their output property, there is a text. See, text invoice JPG. Okay, right now, just I want to display that one. So see, observe this one. Drag one message box. I want to display that both the text invoicing JPG plus I want to display it one by one. So that's why. So environment dot new line. If you want to display it in the same line, so this time just simply add the space. Okay, right now dot to string. Sorry, environment dot new line. New line. See, right now, go to the properties. In this properties, click here, click on that add. So See, plus environment dot new line plus text invoicing visit to click on this one right now. So click here and then already the sequence connected. So that's why observe this one. Click here, run this file. See here in that invoice amount, so unwanted text added here instead of dollar symbol. Okay, leave that one. See whatever the data is extracted. So customer name, that means invoice date, and then amount extracted from the source itself. See, observe this one. Here we have a two more recordings. So native Citrix and computer vision. So for example, if you that means if the application is open in any remote desktop, so then in that means in that VM. So once if it is open in that VM itself, if you want to interact with that UI elements at that time, we can use that native Citrix and then computer vision. So these topics I will cover in RDP automation. That means remote desktop application automation. At that time, I will cover these topics because right now I don't have a remote desktop to connect. So that's why. So I will explain it in that topic. Okay. See, do you have any queries?